Not working yet. Welcome. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you on Zoom too. It's good.
Welcome. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to team meeting. I'm Steve Perry, the team leader. We're going to start with our bucket fills. Anybody have any bucket fills they want to share? Wins, gratitudes, anything? No? That is exciting. Yes.
Really powerful networking entrepreneurs that I know told me I have no competition on the sale of their home. So I should have my first Spark City listing coming soon.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Anybody else? Yes.
I just want to thank the agents who've helped me with my open houses. We've got several from the Todd Hayes team that has been helping me every week with my open houses. So I really appreciate them.
Awesome.
I want to thank Mike for doing our accountability meetings because he's awesome at that and it's been really good for me.
And we have one way in the back. You're good now? Any more bucket fills you guys want to give a shout out to? No? Okay. Well, we will move on forward with our preferred partner spotlight. Champ Home Inspections. Come on up.
Hey guys. Does it work? It does. Hey guys, my name is Dustin.
Just a couple minutes.
Cool. I'm with Champ Home Inspections. I've actually done work for a lot of you guys here at Keller Williams. Yeah. But Champ Home Inspections, we've been in business for about 3 years now, 2.5 actually, coming up on 3, and we're just killing it. We provide a very detailed, thorough inspection for your clients so they know the story of their home and that they know exactly what they're getting into. We brought lunch today from Jimmy John's. Just a couple of deals that we offer. First-time home buyers, veterans, teachers, they get a free meth test with their purchase of an inspection. Veterans, we also, most of the time they're getting a BA loan, which means they have to have a pest inspection as well. That's also just complimentary. It's part of our veterans inspection. So Dustin Hamp with Champ Home Inspections. I'll sit down, I'll hang around afterwards for lunch. Feel free to stop by, ask me questions. Be happy to help you guys out. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Every KW Cares event and sponsor, pickleball, cornhole, they show up every single time and help us set everything up and take everything down. And thank you. You're appreciated.
All right, let's celebrate our agent of the month, Christina Tenney. Yep. She was our April agent of the month. Y'all can read that. It's been on social media, and we have this to present. So, congratulations, Christina. And then we have birthdays coming up. Brett's already had one. Everybody else is coming up. Dawn, yours is coming up. 1 year older. All right. Okay, so Dawn, you want to come up? Talk about CE class?
Yeah, so wanted to tell you guys about a CE class that So we've started a, think that's funny, do you? So we have a requirement on our team that each team member does a minimum of 30 hours of CE every year. And so in alignment with that, I've thought, okay, well, how can I help provide that to the team so it's a little easier for them to do that? And then in alignment with that, I was talking with Mike, our broker, about how can I actually help contribute to the brokerage more and do some deposits instead of some withdrawals. And so together with those, we've started bringing CE here. So with that, so we've got one coming up this week. It covers 2 topics. It's a 2-hour core course, and it's free, and it's just deals with estates and deceased people on title who can sign. It's a really good one. I've taken it a couple times. And then also deals with mechanics liens and how to deal with those. And so it's being presented by First American Title. So they actually know a thing or two about that. So if anyone's interested, that is this Thursday from 10 a.m. to noon down here. So anybody want a flyer? I'll hand them out.
It's not going to be on Zoom. All right. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. Okay. Brock going to come up and he's going to talk about this Tom Ferry event that's coming up.
Yeah. By the way, Dustin's deal on the VA pest inspection is awesome. I would say if you have a VA buyer, you should just use him for your home inspection for sure. If you're not already using him for the others, because that's a big deal and kind of creates complications sometimes with getting another inspector. So that's an awesome deal. We have, most of you probably got like a voicemail or a call or a text or have seen a flyer, but Cross Country Corporate sponsored Tom Ferry in part to come here to Salt Lake. It's an all-day event this coming Tuesday. Let's see, it starts at 8:30 till 4:30, but I think you can get there as early as 7:30. And if you get there early, you can meet Tom and get a picture with him, which is cool. Maybe good for social media, but it'll be a good event where he's teaching his tactics on getting listings and selling listings in today's market. But additionally, there are speakers on the economy, what's going to happen with rates, what's going to happen with housing, all stuff that would be highly valuable for all of us to attend. We have limited number of available tickets. So the quicker you scan the QR code and sign up, the quicker you can secure your seat. If you do, please go so that we don't have a ticket go to waste. But I think it's going to be a great event. And then additionally, we're trying to give more forewarning. We've got 10 days this time instead of like 5 last time. But the pop by, we had it Saturday. And if you recall, everybody thought Friday afternoon would be more convenient for the realtors here. But what we've done is we've curated a pop-by gift that you guys can just come and pick up, drop your business card in, and then go get to your clients. So we've taken the economics out of the equation and the time and thought and creativity to create it. This month is cool. I can't remember, Tej, exactly what we did, but like sunglasses and some cool little, yeah. Yeah, one of the ladies on our team did it. We did not do it. So it's going to be way cuter than we could ever come up with. But those are free for you guys, first come, first serve. I think we have 100 of them. The intent is to just like as engagement of this event increases, we can increase the budget on this, but we don't want to overspend if you guys aren't going to use it. So if you want it and it's something valuable for your business, please come. Friday, June 13th from 3 to 4 in the afternoon, and then you can go pass them out Friday. And if there's more people, next month we'll do more. But yeah, thank you guys for everything, and hopefully. Oh yeah, good call. Say it again. Okay, so what Teach said was normally this event is $269. If you just go online and try to register, you'll pay $269 for it. But with this QR code, it's free. And like I said, there are limited tickets, but please RSVP. We would love to see you there and support you and your business. So thanks.
Thanks, Brock. All right. Okay, let's move on to the main event. Why you guys are all here is to hear from Jen. Jen is a top 500 realtor across the entire Wasatch Front, and in 2024, she ranked among the top 20 producers at KW South Valley. a remarkable achievement that reflects her deep industry expertise, fierce work ethics, and unwavering dedication to her clients. But what truly sets Jen apart isn't just her numbers, it's how she gets there by putting people first. Jen is the gold standard when it comes to client care. She's built her business around clear communication, thoughtful service, and unmatched follow-up systems that turn transactions into lifelong relationships. With over 20 years of full-time real estate experience, Jen has navigated every market with poise, professionalism, and a true passion for helping families achieve their real estate dreams. Her focus is simple: to make the buying and selling process smooth, successful, and stress-free as possible for every single client she serves. So whether you're here to refine your system, strengthen your client relationships, or elevate your entire approach to real estate, you're in exactly the right place. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to today's master, Jen Gilchrist.
Is this on? This on? Okay. Well, thank you for inviting me to come and teach, to whoever wrote that. That was amazing. My name is Jennifer Gilchrist. I got my license in 07 and have been a full-time realtor ever since. And one of the things that they wanted me to talk about today is my systems and making them easier. So as we go throughout the morning, we will thank you. Can I get my PowerPoint up? I think it's on the main screen, he said. It's on this screen right here. Oh, right there. Okay, so Lisa Gonzalez sent out this little reel a couple weeks ago, and I really liked it, and I thought it would work perfect with what I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to play it. It's only like 20 seconds, and then I want to talk about it afterward.
Last 2 years have been the lowest sales since 1993, when we had 80 million less people in the country.
Yeah.
So it's been a hard ride. You got to prepare for that. There will be disruption.
The good news is that when that market comes back
Yeah,
like
baby.
a bandit, and it will,
Yeah.
if you got the systems in place and you've built your strength, your organizational strength,
Yeah.
you're ready to load the cash.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be heavy.
Nice.
There's going to be a lot of it.
Back up the Brinks truck. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so this is Brian Buffini and Dave Ramsey, two of my favorite people to listen to. What are your thoughts on that? What? I said bring it. Bring it. Amen. Yes. Have you guys seen that in your experience the last 2 years? Has it been a hard 2 years? I see some yeses, some no's. And I think everyone's business is always doing this, right? And some people could be at a high and some people can be at a low all at the same time. But overall, I do think that the last 2 years have been kind of hard in real estate. But then again, I got my license in 07 and what happened in 08? So it's all relative, right? But if what Dave Ramsey says is correct, and I do believe it, then the market comes back, are you going to be ready to handle that amount of business? And how do you handle that amount of business? And the only thing that I can say that is having systems.
Last 2 years.
Okay. I was trying to just figure out what I wanted to say, and I coincidentally looked at my notes app, and back in 2014, I had written this note to myself, and it says, be process-oriented and not results-oriented, which means system-oriented. It's about making progress every single day, and every time we make progress, we achieve a small win and gain confidence that we can continue. And I think that that's really important, because if we have those systems in place, we do have the confidence. And if they're just running behind the scenes always, it gives us the freedom to be able to build the relationships with the clients, which is exactly what we really need to be doing. Okay, so this is a little peek into my business, but they wanted me to talk about how I get my business. Oh, thank you. Okay. Anything stand out? This is a snapshot of my business over the last 6 years of where they came from. So anything stand out on there to anybody? If you, here, let's see if I can, is it going to go in? Oh, this isn't working now. I don't know what you did. Let's see if that. Okay, yeah. So number 1 through 7, which is 95% of my business, is referral based, but it's also separated out. Like, I'm not solely focusing on past clients. I'm not solely focusing on SOI. I have a BNI in here. Banking, I have gotten recently a lot of referrals from lenders, realtor referrals, but all of that is relationship based. And so I really wanted to take a look at what systems I have in place that contributed to my success in having repeat and referral business. And I was actually talking to someone this morning, and she started her business with cold calling, and she wants to like start doing this, but everyone has to start someplace, right? You have to build up the people that you know so that you can eventually turn into and this isn't the only way to do your business. There was an agent I used to work with in the past, and his business model was just turn and burn. And he would spend about $7,000 a month. And I don't know if has anyone remember Don't Rent, Talk to. Remember hearing that on the radio all the time? So he would spend anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month on radio advertisement, and he would close, I mean, I don't even know, but 200 or 300 transactions a year. But he was not building that client relationship, and it was turn and burn, and that was great for him. He made a lot of money, and side note, he passed away. Yes, yeah, he was probably got too busy. Oh, just kidding. Anyway, by the way, if anyone has any questions as I'm talking, please feel free to stop me. But so there's many different ways to do business, but for me, I just chose that the best way for me was to have the warmest possible introduction to people that I could, where they would automatically have somewhat of a trust and a like for me if they came from people who I knew. And I think part of that came from my very first sales meeting that I ever went to in my whole entire life. I signed up at this brokerage, and I went to my first sales meeting like you guys are all sitting here today, and the broker said, okay, today we're going to cold call. And he got out his phone, and he's like, who wants to do it? And some guy raised his hand and typed in, he had a list of phone numbers, and they put on speaker his cold calling. And so the whole entire sales meeting was this agent who was great at it, cold calling people. And I was like, what did I get myself into? Because I don't know why. I did not think that that was what I was going to be doing as a realtor. And I didn't. But let's see. Okay. The very first one I want to talk about is the most boring one, and we can talk about it in more depth if you want to, or we don't have to spend a lot of time on it. But how many of you guys use your CRM? And I know Keller Williams has what is it called? Command. Who uses Command to its full potential? Maybe Nick. Ian? Okay, I am newer to Williams. I've only been here for a couple years, but I've always had a CRM, and it is the most important, right here, Dana, the most important thing that I do. I actually will show you guys a part of it maybe later if you're interested, but everything I do is a system. It's a workflow. Is that what it's called in Command? A workflow? In my CRM, it's called a smart, now I don't even know. Oh, yes. Yes, in mine it's called a workflow. Yours is a smart plan. Okay, what are the processes that we do every single day in, day out, that you could have a smart plan for? Who uses a smart plan? Okay, what do you use one for?
I can't remember the name of it. I always call it the Nosy Neighbor newsletter, but it's like the neighbor nurture one that kind of gives them an idea of what's on the market around them.
Okay, great. And so is it set up so that it's just consistent and it just goes out? Okay, does anyone have another one? Okay, birthday, Lori, what do you have? Okay, perfect. But what about, yeah, go ahead.
Email drip
Yes.
campaign.
Yes, and it's
I
just
do email drip
automatic.
campaign. Yes.
And it's just automatic. Okay, have you thought of putting together a smart plan for when you meet with a new buyer? What happens? Do you do the same thing every time you meet with a new buyer? What are some of the things that you do when you meet with a buyer? Yes, every single time. So that would be on your smart plan. I even have one for when I enter somebody into my database. It says, make sure that you get all of their contact information. Make sure that you put their contact information in your phone. Make sure that you friend them on social media. Just the simple things that when you get busy, you're not going to think to do because you're so busy. So every single day though, I will log on to my daily dashboard and it will give me a list of everything that I have to do that day. It breaks it down into my leads. It breaks it down to my transactions, my listings. And then the other thing I love about it is you can segment your database and you can tag and target people. So for your marketing that you want to do, your email drips, text. Does command text people?
Yep.
Is anyone utilizing that? Mine does too. It will send automatic text out. How awesome is that? When you have a workflow, a smart plan that's built after an open house, and you get all of those people's names and numbers, and it comes home with you on a piece of paper, what do you do with it? You're laughing. What do you do with it? Okay, so I mean, that could be thousands of dollars, of people who may want to end up using you to buy or sell a house. And if you don't put them into some sort of management, you won't be able to follow up with them. So that's a CRM. And that, I think, is the most important thing. Okay. Has anyone ever heard of this book called Moments? The Power of Moments, sorry. So this is a wonderful book. And how many of you in your own life have purchased or sold your own house? Let's say in the last 5 years. Oh, quite a few of you. I sold my house. I bought my house in 2002 and I sold it 1 year ago. And so from how many years is that of owning that house? 22 years. And I've been helping people buy and sell that whole entire time. But when it's your own transaction, it feels different. And it really makes you realize the importance of what these people are going through. Because when I pushed activate on the MLS for my own house, I was like, oh my gosh. And putting yourself in your client's head, they think the same thing. And so you've got to go through these moments with them and realize that they are so impactful to them. It might be every day for us because this is what we do for a living, but it's not every day to them. And so I've tried to create moments throughout the process that will make them remember me. They'll make them trust me. They'll make them like me because the people who they like are the people who they're going to refer. So a couple of things that I do, birthday cards, and I wanted to kind of show a couple of examples. And I change them every year, but this one is kind of a Mad Lib. And you can you just fill in the words, the blanks with funny words. And I've gotten a lot of people talking to me about this one, saying that they really loved it. This one has a little section right here for a $2 bill. And it says, here's to you on your birthday, wishing you a wonderful day. So many people were tagged when it's the year that I do this one, people always tag me on social media and be like, look what my realtor gave me. And it was just a $2 bill. And then, we did one, I say we because a some friends of mine in real estate, we kind of print them together so we can get a bulk rate. But we had one that was scratch off. It was 3 balloons, and they could pick a balloon. This one was genius because it made them reach back out to us after they got the card. But it said, scratch off a balloon and you get the prize, but you have to send me a picture of the card and tell me what you won. And so underneath each balloon, the scratch offs, one was a $5 Amazon gift card, one was a So Delicious, and one was a cookie, right? From someplace, crumble cookie. Yeah. So I was getting constant texts from my clients, taking a picture of their birthday card and sending it to me, and then I would send them their little birthday present. But it was 2 contexts, right? Because 1, I'm sending them the letter, 2, they're contacting me to get their prize, and they were like so excited about it. Okay, snail mail. Does anyone still send out anything in the mail? Why is that important than just email? Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I always have colored envelopes too, because people like to get something other than that. And then I send, has anyone heard of Boomerang? That's what I'm doing right now. Boomerang is great. It's a coupon for a local restaurant or someplace in their area, and that goes out to them. I also do emails, regular emails, Christmas cards. The reason why I think a Christmas card is important is because it helps them get to know your family a little bit, because I usually include a family picture, and then they often, a lot of times, send me a card back, which is really nice. So I like doing that. Okay, I got this idea from an agent who's here today, but I've done it in the past, but this year it's called a favorite thing mailing. And so this year, what I had noticed is I do events, which is down here too, but what I had noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but and I have a lot of people come to my events. I've done a bingo night, which is super fun, dinner with bingo, and people win prizes. I've done barbecues. I've done chocolate. What are the Keller Williams? Yes, Death by Chocolate. And right now I'm doing corn bellies, where in the fall I'll buy anybody who wants tickets to go to corn bellies, and I'll pay for them to go. And it usually is between $1,500 or $2,000, but that is such a good event for referrals that it's well worth the money that I spend on it. But what I had noticed is I was getting the same 150 to 200 people coming to every event. It was never anybody else. And I was sending the invitation out. Yes, that counted as a touch point, but I wanted to give something of value to those that weren't coming. And so this favorite thing mailing comes in for that. And so it could be anything that is truly your favorite thing. A stainless steel cookie scoop is one of my favorite things, legitimately. And so this is what I'm sending out to all of my past clients and all of people who refer me this year. It was supposed to go out last month, but I'm behind. But it says, a sweet treat just for you. I wanted to take a moment to express my appreciation for you and our time working together through real estate and beyond. To add a little sweetness to your day, I'm sending you one of my favorite kitchen tools, a stainless steel cookie scoop, and I've included my family's homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe. There's nothing quite like the smell of fresh baked cookies. And so this is my family's, we're gonna say famous chocolate chip cookie recipe. My husband was like, you can't share that with everybody. But so anyway, this is going to go out. Now, whether or not they use it or they don't use it, I don't know if I necessarily care, right? But they're going to be excited to get a package in the mail. Yeah. A favorite thing, I try to do it once a year. I want to do it in the spring because I do my corn bellies in the fall. I used to do 2, but I'm going to cut it down to 1 and then spend more money on, this will probably cost me a couple $1,000s too. So yeah, but it's going to hit so many more people, because if I wasn't a realtor and I had that invited me to a party, I would be one that would not go. So that's just me. No, no. Well, I guess It is. There's my logo right here, and it has my phone number on the front, and then the recipe's on the back. So hopefully they keep it. And then they'll always have my name and phone number.
I know we've talked about that as a group, but I think it's good to tell everybody.
Well, this mailing it is the most expensive. So you have to get something that is not super expensive to mail. But the cookie scoop was from Temu, which I think they turned out to be like $2.50. They're not the best ones, but it's good. It's good. It's good. And then this was negligible, but I went to the post office and I think it's going to cost about $3 or $4 per item to mail. It's going to cost more to mail than it is for the actual stuff inside.
8 to 10.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's still cheaper. No. No. I thought about doing that once because I have a favorite home baker that makes the best sourdough bread, and I would thought about taking it to my clients, but it's just not time effective for me at this point. But okay. Also another thing I do is real estate reviews. And where is that? Okay, that's this. So every odd year after they buy a house, my clients buy a house, I will do a real estate review for them. And it's kind of like a CMA, but I have these pre-printed. And so that's part of my system. I didn't even mention, but I will pre-stamp all my letters, envelopes, I'll pre-write some of the cards. I have these, everything printed. So whenever I need anything, it's just ready to go. I don't have to like figure out where to print it, not that type of stuff. But so this just is the first page. It's a letter just stating that one of my goals is providing them, let's see, one of my guiding principles in real estate is always to provide you excellent service throughout the home buying experience. This includes before, during, and after closing. I thought it would be a good idea to in with you and give you an idea, current snapshot of the market, blah, blah, blah. But I send them what is going on in their neighborhood, a brief report from the MLS, what's going on in their neighborhood, the market stats for their zip code using the, what is that function on the MLS? It's new. It's just called market stats, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so I use that. And then I do a mini CMA home valuation for them, and I include it here. And then I never give, people always ask me, well, what if they hold you to the price? I've never had anybody do that. But in the this paragraph, I never give them a price. What I do is I just say, your home is worth at least blank more today than when you bought it. What a great investment. So I've never really had anyone come in lower. Yeah. Yeah.
So when interest rates went up and prices went down, what did you do on your letter? Did you just eliminate that part, or did you say your home is worth this much less since you bought it?
I have never ever done one that it came in less.
Okay.
So I don't know if it came in less, I probably wouldn't send it to him that year. Yeah. Any other questions on that? Okay. Some things I do at my open houses is I have cute signs. I want to make it an experience, and this is something that I like because I never have enough time to go buy cookies or whatever. Plus, I don't want people eating like treats that will make the house messy. And so I have these cute little things made. They're just, are you looking to buy or sell a house? It has a QR code where they can scan and get my number put into their phone. And they will take these, and then I take these around the neighborhood. And I left this place blank so that I can just print out on a little address label or a little return mail label the address of the open house. So I can use this with every open house. And I just stick the address here. Please come by. And then on the back, are you looking to buy or sell? And then just a quick little information about me. I will do the first one myself. And then after that, I will not do anything. Yeah. But speaking of open houses, I did just have somebody who I met. We're going to talk about this. I'll save that for in a minute. Okay. So when I meet with clients, I like to have this little gift here for them. And this gift is probably about $15. And whether or not they sign up to use me as their realtor, I don't really care because it's not a super large investment. But I have these, this is a little card that goes on it. And this is what's inside. So it said, first of all, here's your home. Pretend that I'm meeting with a buyer. Your home buyer survival kit has arrived. Finding the right home isn't just about square footage, it's about stamina, sanity, and snacks. Here are some real estate essentials to keep you prepared and powered and pampered while we tour, measure, compare, and maybe even fall in love with a house. So hand sanitizer, and it says, because some doorknobs have seen things and you deserve better. Chocolate for emotional support after seeing a bathroom with carpet. The houses. I just Google chocolate houses. Anyway, it has a bunch of things in here: a pad of paper for jotting down pros and cons, a pen because the pad of paper would be lonely without it, a tape measure to confirm that the king size bedroom will actually fit a king. Anyway, lotion, all this kind of stuff, but it's super cheap. I have branded pad of paper, branded candles, and a branded tape measure, but everything else is just stuff that I can find off of Amazon. Okay. Oh, gifts for the act of referring. I know that probably most of you guys give gifts for when a referral closes, but how many of you give a gift for when someone just gives you a referral? Good, a lot of you. And I think that I had a broker a long time ago, and she told me that you're just trying to reward the actual, them contacting you and giving you the reward, or giving you the actual referral, because you never know which ones will come from it. But okay, so how do you get to know more people to get more business if you want a referral-based business? About 6 years ago, what time do we have? Oh, I gotta hurry. About 6 years ago, I talked to a colleague and I said, hey, I really want to have another pillar of where I can get business, where I can get to know people. And she said that she had had great success with her BNI group. And so I decided to start one. And it's a labor of love, but over the past, let's just say the past 2 years, I can directly correlate $45,000 per year, the last 2 years, that were commission gained just from BNI. So it's well worth it. It takes a lot of time to get started, but it will just increase the people you know. And their job in BNI is to market for you to all of their people that they know. Become active in hobbies. Has anyone ever gotten a closed deal from a hobby they were in? What?
Well, and book club, and I mean that's where I get all my deals actually.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so the open house I was telling you guys about, I was sitting there at my open house and this lady came in and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know who you are. Turns out I had met her playing pickleball a couple of months ago, and we had followed each other on social media. I didn't even know her name or her husband's name, but she said that she had saw my advertisement of the house that I was doing an open house, and they had just moved here from California and stopped by the open house. And she said, this house is too expensive for us, but you want to help us find a house? And I'm like, sure. So that was pickleball and social media, because if I wasn't playing pickleball, I would have never met her and we wouldn't have connected online. So it's super important. Online is super important to just put your face out there and make sure that people understand you're in the business. So that's social media. And then seminars. I've done first-time homebuyer seminars, investment seminars. You can do a seminar for anything, really. Like getting your house ready to sell, you could do something like that. And if you are advertising it correctly, you can bring tons of people in and you're known as the trusted leader at that point. Okay, what I do throughout the transaction to build trust and create friends, and this is why people are going to refer you. Now, I could have the best gifts and the best moments and like have everything look really cute, but if you're not good at what you do, no one's going to refer you, right? So it's super important to be open to education, adopting new ideas, and practice your craft. And just, even if you don't have a lot of business right now, pair up with somebody who you could follow for a little bit and just learn what they do. If things go bad, I make it right. I just had a listing that was going bad, and in order to make the deal happen, I decided to credit them back for the money that they had paid for their staging. I didn't have to do that. They didn't ask for it, but it was something that I felt I wanted to do. And they were super, super thankful, and they will be a client for life, and they will refer everyone to me because of that. One of those things. There is somebody in this room who has left Hawaii to deal with a situation that was going bad in one of her transactions. So if your clients know that you are willing to go the extra mile for them, then they are willing to do that for you in giving you referrals. And the next is create an experience. Okay. I'm trying to hurry and get through all of this, but the next thing that they wanted me to talk about, and this is partly why I said be open to adopting new ideas that come in our business. They wanted me to talk about how to simplify the process of doing all this outside of a CRM, which that's like the best way I know to make this all very simple. But I have started to utilize the power of AI. And I signed up for the class that Shoni Ivins did. How many of you signed up for that class? Has anyone walked through the entire thing? I have, and it is amazing. And I'm going to show you some of the things I use. This is not only what he showed me how to do it, but it's things that I'm doing to implement in my business. And so I'm going to sit at my computer, and I think I'm going to screen mirror here. I think I can figure it out, but let me see. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is an example of my CRM since I'm here. So every day I'll go in and I'll click on I'll try to make this bigger. I'll click on what activities I have to do today. I know they said it doesn't mirror both screens, I'm sorry. Just a second. Yeah, this is my CRM. It's called RealVolve, and I probably would have used command. I don't know if my internet's not working, but it's not. Oh, there we go. It's just going really slow. So this is a list of everything that I have to do today. And it just automatically populates from all of my workflows that I have in there. And you can, I can break it down. It says who it's related to. Like that's a client that is closing today. So I need to send her my review ask, like to review me on Google. You can break it out by transaction. So here's a house, that's Steel Street's closing today. Hexham, I'm doing a 1-year review on. So anyway, it just goes through everything that I have to do today. And it's really nice because you can check it off when it's done, and that makes me feel like I've accomplished things. Okay, the first thing is on AI. I actually have tried Claude and ChatGPT, and ChatGPT has actually been the best for me of what I want to use it for. Claude does a lot of images and stuff and spreadsheets for you, but I really like ChatGPT. And what you can do is you can set up AI assistants that handle certain parts of your business that will simplify everything that you do. So I have created a listing specialist that will, and I'm going to show you exactly what the listing specialist does for me, but it creates all the marketing for my listings in a matter of seconds. I have a client communication specialist. And that handles texts, emails, and then I store its responses, and then I can customize it for each situation when it happens regularly. I have a director of marketing that will handle social media posts, content calendars, anything that you want it to do. And then I have a market analysis AI assistant, which helps interpret and explain real estate data in a certain way that I like to have it presented to my clients. And when I say that I programmed it, it basically programs itself. But this isn't an AI class, but you would go through this and you would submit like how you like to do business, how you like to talk to people, your tone, your brand. You give it all of this information and how you want it to answer and interpret all of the information, and then it's programmed to do it for you. So I'm going to do a couple of things. The first one is, how many of you have had a contract from a builder that you just do not understand how to read it? They are so incredibly hard to understand for me. And so I have, and this is called Notion, and it will save all of your AI prompts for you. But let's see, if you go to Jen's contract analyzer, I'm going to open my contract analyzer. I'm going to copy this prompt of what I'm going to give to my AI assistant. And I'm in my Jen's market and analyst assistant. I'm going to paste in the prompt. Why isn't it pasting? Okay, did I not? Give me a minute. Copy. Oh, there we go, paste. And then I'm going to attach. Currently I have an Edge contract, okay? I'm going to go to my files. I'm going to go to my desktop. And I have a contract called Hiddleston that's on here somewhere here. Hiddleston offer. Okay, this was a client I had who had an Edge home under contract. And what my initial prompt says, in case you can't read it, is it says, please review this real estate purchase contract and create a clean, professional summary formatted with bullet points. Organize the information under clear section headings, blah, 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 blah. So it says everything that I wanted to do. I pushed enter. It says it's searching its knowledge database of what I've taught it to do and how to react. And here we go. So it said, here is what I can copy and paste, and it's pulled all this information from the Edge contract, all the parties involved. So it specifies 2, the financial terms, the purchase price, the earnest money, the financing type, the concessions, additional earnest money, contingencies, your closing details, possession timeline, settlement timeline, proration, special assessment, HOA transfer fees, who pays for those, deadlines, seller deadline, seller disclosure deadline, due diligence, financing appraisals. So it pulled that all out of the contract. What's included, what's excluded, any buyer contingencies. I added this section in, it's called buyer risks. And I want to make sure that my buyers know the risks of going under contract with a builder, that most of the time the earnest money is not going to be refundable. And so I have it call out a special section on the buyer risks, if there's a home warranty, and what actions need to be taken by them. So I love this. It's already saved me so much time. Okay, let's see. I know. It saves so much time. Okay, listing assistant. Let me go to the listing assistant. This is my listing specialist. I'm going to say, I have a new listing. Okay, fantastic. Let's get started on your new listing. I'm going to guide you through a few quick steps so that we can build your full marketing suite. Here's what I need to know. So ask me some questions of what I need to know. And I'm going to tell it this information based on uploading a prior MLS, like from the last time it was listed. Yeah. Let's see, MLS. Okay, so here's the MLS. So I'm going to say house info in prior MLS report. No pictures yet because I haven't had the pictures taken yet. Let's say the marketing budget is $2,500, and that needs to include all photography and videography. And let me see what it says to me. Okay, Great. It has all the property details that it pulled from the prior, and it has all the special features. Okay. Now it's giving me a perplexity prompt, and it says, take this paragraph and copy and paste it into Perplexity, and then give me the answer of what it says. And it says, research the neighborhood, give me the top 5 neighborhood amenities within 1 mile, school information and ratings, recent property value trends, walkability score, transit, all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to go into Perplexity. I'm going to paste that in, and it's going to do the research for me for that neighborhood, for that house. I'm going to copy and paste everything that it found. I don't know why it's okay. I got to get to the point where it's going to show you the cool thing of what it does. Let's see. Oh, yeah, copy. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to give it this information. Okay, now I have everything I need. I'll create your strategic marketing plan. Yes, ChatGPT. Okay, so it tells me in phase 1, pre-launch preparation. What I have done is I have sent this marketing plan to my clients, and you would be amazed at what I'll say. Thanks for signing the listing agreement. I'm working on getting all the marketing prepared. Here is the marketing plan that I've got for the house. And I send it to them so they can see everywhere it's going to be listed. MLS launch. Okay. So what I'm doing to pre-launch and the preparation. What happens after it launches and the immediate marketing blitz that follows. Budget allocation, ongoing engagement and open house promotion. And if I go down to the very bottom, it's not liking being, there we go. Okay, so at the very bottom it says, if you approve this content, I will make your full marketing suite. Yes, I do. And then it's going to write all of my social media ads, my MLS listing description, including fair housing compliancy, website property description, property highlights. So here it is, it's writing my MLS listing description for me. It's writing an SEO optimized property description for a website. And I don't need to do any of this. It's just doing it for me.
The initial prompts stuff that got from
property highlight bullet points. Okay, this says this is the core marketing content. Would you like me to do some campaign assets, which is, this is emails to send out to clients. It's writing some emails for me. And also, let's do social media posts. So now it's writing Instagram, carousel and reel, Facebook, LinkedIn, and how to promote those. It's doing an open house flyer copy. It's just doing this for me. Oh, it's amazing. And then do I want, and then it says, if you want, I can print design templates, whatever. So that's how amazing AI is, and it saves you so much time and simplifies the process of your systems. So there's one other. Let's do a new chat here. Okay, let's do another market analysis. This is what I really love because it interprets a CMA. So I'm going to say, let me go to Notion again. If anyone has any questions about any of this, like not in depth, I guess, because this is not a class. I'm just showing you the power. I guess that's what I want you to know. This is not me telling you how to do it. It's just showing you why it's so important that you adopt it into your business at this point. Yes.
Access. And did you go in and did you adjust things, or did you just follow what he had done? Or
I started out with what he suggested, and then I tweaked it to make it what I wanted. So all of these things like a buyer focused CMA. I've had a lot of times buyers have so many options right now of houses that they can make an offer on. They want to try and get the best deal. And so I'll do a CMA for them. I'm sure we all do that. We do a CMA, but how do we interpret that data? And this will do it. So this is a buyers focused CMA. So here's the prompt. I'm going to copy the prompt, and then I'm going to go into ChatGPT again. I'm going to go to my market analysis. I'm going to paste in the prompt, and then I'm going to add a CMA, which I hope I have. Oh, Steel CMA. Okay, this is a buyer who is closing today, and it's going to tell me by reading that CMA. Oh, well, first of all, it wants to know how much real. Okay, so it wants to know who's the client. So it's Janelle. First-time home buyer. Do I think it's fairly priced? Yes, I think this CMA is fair. Do we have any issues with it? No. The issue would be lack of central AC. Okay, so I gave it that information. Okay, here's a recap. Do you want it to be warm? I want it to be warm. Oh, it's writing it already. Okay, so it says on here, this is what I like. Let me get it to get bigger here. Okay, so it says summary of market conditions. The local market in Kearns is currently steady with homes like this one selling between $395 and $408. Most sales occurred within 30 days on the market. Most of them have given concessions somewhere between $6,000 and $13,000, which we can potentially leverage in our negotiations. The subject property is this. Recent sold home prices have been sold at this with the addresses and the square footage, the average price per square foot, property notes. My strategic recommendation, given its fair price and strong comps, I recommend that we consider offering close to asking, potentially $400,000, while asking for between $400,000 and $600,000 in seller paid closing costs. So it just analyzes the whole CMA for me, wrote the email to send it to him. Okay, I really just raced through a ton of stuff, but does anyone have any questions? Anyone? Did I just make everyone so frustrated that they don't want to do it? Yes. I copy and paste all of everything. I think they have systems that automate, like integrate, but I don't think that most AI systems that I've worked with have a specialty. And like Claude GPT I have it create graphs and like pie charts and things like that. But this one is the best that I have found that is interpreting data correctly. Awesome. That's great. I saw another hand. So that's okay. Yes.
I'm curious how frequently you do gifts throughout the process with your buyers or sellers. Like if you have a specific system that you always consistently do or not.
Oh, I forgot to mention one. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so at my initial consultation, I always do the house. When they go under contract, I have a under contract tool, a moving toolkit, and this goes in it. It's kind of like a branded insulated cooler, and I put sodas in it or beer, whatever they want, with a gift certificate for pizza for their actual moving day, and packing tape and a knife and a Sharpie. And it has this in here. It says the moving toolkit, and it has a checklist on packing things up, and then also has on the back a list of my preferred vendors. So when they move into their new house, if they need an electrician, HVAC person, it's all right here in their moving toolkit. And then a closing gift. So really only 3. Closing gift. So last year I did these baskets that are Utah product baskets that a florist makes for me. I love them because it was all companies that were all based in Utah or founded in Utah, and you could have them small or big. And I included an Amazon gift card in it with it. And this year I'm doing This is another one of my favorite things, and so I'm giving it to all my clients, but it's a wand vacuum by Shark that is so amazing. I love it, and so I'm just giving it to everybody with an Amazon gift card in a thank you card.
Okay, let's give Jen a big round of applause. One last thing I want to talk about. Can we go back to the okay. Is it going to go next? Yeah. Let's start.
Keller Williams in Canada. We're bringing together the best in real estate and design. At Keller Williams, we believe real estate agents should work with best-in-class technology. Together with Canva, we're reimagining real estate marketing.
Our flagship enterprise relationship with Keller Williams brings you the world's best tools to make design and marketing effortless.
Premium KW branded graphics make creating high-impact content faster and easier than ever.
This is not just about templates. We're building a bespoke experience for Keller Williams that gives their market centers and agents way more creativity.
With Canva's design-driven platform, the power of KW Command, and the insight of KW agents, we're providing cutting-edge technology built by agents for agents.
We're building an intuitive Keller Williams experience, making it easier than ever for agents to create beautiful, effective content without switching platforms or missing a beat.
We know design isn't just about how things look. It's about how they work.
With Canva, you're in control of your brand. Whether it's a reel, whether it's a postcard or a listing video, every agent now has the power to stand out with confidence.
We're inspired to work with a company that cares deeply about people. It's part of our culture too.
From the first click
to the final post,
together,
we're making design
and marketing
faster, easier,
and 100%
Keller Williams.
Okay, if you haven't heard by now, right? KWRI, we've partnered with Canva, which obviously that video says that. So we do have, and it's going to really turn on around the third quarter of this year, just so you know. You can go and look at the frequently asked questions about different things, like if you have a pro account and all that kind of stuff and things like that. So we have a whole sheet of frequently asked questions. I am not the specialist on this, so I'm not expecting to take any questions from you right now, just so you know that. But we will be. Somebody like Ian will
Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I would say the biggest thing, yes, this does take over your paid account. You will no longer need to pay on the side for a paid Canva account. KW is taking that off for you. Again, this is not quite out yet. So third quarter, we're going to have this out. We're going to have it integrated directly into Command as well. This is going to talk directly to the MLS. This is going to help for all of your listing marketing. It's going to plug all from the information directly on the MLS, make it all streamlined and easy. It's going to have all your marketing toolkits, so all your branding, everything's going to be streamlined. Make it easy for you. Feel free to ask me after the meeting if you have any other questions about this or the implementation of that. I'm happy to answer anything for you.
So do you guys have a sheet in front of you with frequently asked questions? Okay. We have some more up here if you need another one. All right. Thanks for coming. What a great turnout. Jen, we appreciate you so much. You're awesome.